Continue. The truth is simple. Date everything. Alright,
How goes it?
I already had this
I guess I don't. Valdivian would like, how would you rate your team?
Very short
All right,
enough.
I appreciate it. One more. If you were to recommend... I'll be straight. Now that I've revealed my...
Can't win. Where's the bed? Maybe I did. Sexy lady. Okay. Let's talk to this scene. Bobby Sinclair.
You're back!
Tell me your story, Sinclair.
It all happened one rainy night on the north side of Turkleman City. The tough side. I'd stayed late at the office because I had extra work to do before the holidays.
Stayed late as your job as an insurance claims adjuster? Go on.
Well, when I left, I was feeling a bit low, so I went out to a local bar. It's called the Banana Club. They make a mean Shirley Temple. Heavy pour.
But I thought Shirley Temples were...
Devastatingly potent? Yes.
I was gonna say...
A recipe for disaster? I know. Shouldn't have indulged.
Fuck.
I should have known better. But after I'd had about 7 of them, I went out for a stroll. I don't know where I was going. Just trekking the streets with my dog. Suddenly, I came upon a fine dining establishment called the Questionable Dandelion.
Right.
They've got an incredible buffet. Lots of strange ingredients from all around the world. They're always trying new things.
Okay.
Like Diplodocus berries.
Diplodocus berries?
And Jimson weed cupcakes.
Naturally.
They also sell Excedrin by the pint, the headache medicine.
Well, that sounds dangerous.
Oh yes, very. But good for headaches.
Let me let talk go on back. Up until now, it'd been a typical Friday night, I'm guessing.
No! Not at all!
Exclamation point!
It was Thursday.
Oh. Forgive me.
I was walking around, or sort of drifting, or rather, floating, or...
You went up?
I guess you could say I was making my way about town. Aimlessly, you see?
I'm getting that.
You're very perceptive.
I pride myself on it. So what happened?
Well, I came across an alley I had never noticed before. It was dark and had a rather threatening look about it. So naturally, I went down it.
Are you bonkers?
Would I know?
Good point.
I wandered down the alley and came to a door, lit by a red light. I opened it and found a long hall, at the end of which was a sort of booth. And in this booth was a fortune teller.
A fortune teller?
Yes, her name was Vagabonda the Sinclairius.
Mm-hmm.
She spread out a deck of strange cards and asked me to select one.
Strange how?
They were business cards.
Which one did you pick?
I chose at random, and the card I picked turned out to be the Ace of Spades.
Wait, I thought you said they were business cards.
The Ace of Spades is a bespoke shovel manufacturer based in Crumple, Michigan.
Ah,
The owner's name is Ace.
makes sense. Should've known.
He does great work. Vagabonda snatched the card back from me and said, "Not that one!"
What's that one?
Turns out she had her rewards program on the back. 12 stamps and you get a free spade.
Okay. Probably shouldn't have had that one in there.
We agree! Besides, she only had 2 stamps. So I
Yeah.
snatched it back from her again, and we had a bit of a row. I guess that wasn't a very good start to our fortune-telling session.
Probably not.
I think that's why she cursed me.
Oh, you're hurt. How do you figure?
Because right afterward, she said, "Martin, that wasn't a very good start to our fortune-telling session. I'm going to curse you because of it." And then she cursed me.
Cursed you how?
She waved what looked like a magic wand. Although, to be honest, it could have easily been a bagel of some sort.
What?
And then said, "Martin, I doom you now to become a detestable object. I transform you thusly, so that you may go home and think about what you've done."
Am I to understand that you may have confused a wand for a bagel,
That is correct.
and then you became a saint?
And then I became a sink. Now you find me as I am, trapped in this porcelain prison. All I want to do is return to my old life. To stroll the streets of Turkleman City once more. Without a care in the world. Oh, how I long for it. Please, won't you help me? Sudsy and I would be oh so grateful if you could get to the bottom of what's going on here and return us to our proper forms. Will you?
What's the bottom? I don't necessarily follow through. I'll do everything I can.
Oh, joy! If you want to help to get to the bottom of all this, I might suggest you seek out someone who is in the business of solving unsolvable mysteries.
Maggie?
Or just go see if Vagabonda the Sinclairius is willing to undo her curse for a free shovel.
I think I know just the magnifying glass.
He stands there silent and unmoving until you finally leave. A stylist with a very vertical, very pink hairdo appraises you, lifting his glasses to take a better look at you. His face is kind, his features soft, and his makeup
For art
impeccable.
swatches, but also
Oh! How about we... Oh. Oh dear. I think I'm getting lost right at the start of all this. I'm so sorry, darling. My brain runs quicker than cheap mascara sometimes. Oh, stupid Barry, disposable Barry, you're doing it again. Oh, just stop talking.
Can we start over?
I would like that, yes.
He takes a deep breath, shaking off his awkwardness and giving you a friendly smile.
Let's take this from the perfectly coiffed top, shall we?
My name is Barry Styles. I
Okay,
am your
yeah.
one-stop shop for looking
course it
good,
is.
feeling great. Not that I have to work too hard at that because, and I don't know if I made myself clear enough on this point, darling, but you are looking fabulous. Why, hello. I'll be honest, because I like to be clearer than a freshly unblocked pore, I really don't like talking about myself, hun. I'd much rather talk all about you. And eyebrow hydration, of course. You really cannot underestimate how important it is to avoid a thirsty brow, baby.
Of course.
But mostly, I want to talk all about you. In fact, if you'd be so gracious as to indulge me, I'd love to really get under the skin.
Please, I'm ready.
Oh, not literally, obviously. My products are for external use only.
Be right back. I'm gonna pause for this one, just to make it easy.
I mean, can I ask you a few questions?
What I thought you meant. Sure, let's do it.
Oh, fabulous, darling. Okay. This is super exciting. I just love learning about what other people like. I haven't yet met with a taste I can cater to. So, with that in mind, I simply have to ask. Favorite brand of tweezers?
Tweezers, huh?
Oh, okay, that's fine, darling. I had a whole extravagant Q&A planned out just for you, but if there's one thing I know, it's not to press too hard. That's how you get an uneven skin tone. I'm absolutely happy to move on if you are.
No, I've got a preference. I mean, I do, true.
Then tell me. Tweeze me!
Don't think. Polished Responses, Slickline brand.
Ooh, classy choice. Polished Responses line of beauty products is second to none, except for the cases where they aren't. Everything they put out emphasizes sleek form factors that promote keen aesthetic without sacrificing functionality. You wouldn't think tweezers would turn heads, but when you pull a Polished Response product out of your handbag, the only way it won't get noticed is if they're being upstaged by your Polished Response handbag. So, let me just make a mental note. No need to actually write it down. Got a mind like a steel trap. At least when it comes to tweezers and tweezer-related lifestyle choices. Ask me to remember a job interview or doctor's appointment, and I can't help you. But random hair conditioner trivia? I could give you that for days.
Okay, hair conditioner fact on.
Oh! Oh no. I've been put on the spot. Oh, wait! How about this? While it's bad for your hair if you wash it every day, you can safely condition every day with no washing required. This is great because I think people should use conditioner as much as possible. Not so much for the health benefits, but the fact that it just makes hair feel really, really nice, doesn't it? Freshly conditioned hair is the chocolate milk of texture. At least that's what I always say. Well, I don't always say that. That was the first time I ever said it, but I'll keep saying it now. What were we doing? Oh, right. Time for your second question. Ask me this time. Barry, what's your favorite lipstick color?
Really? Barry, what's your favorite lipstick color?
This is a good one. A classic of a beauty question. We can't have a beauty Q&A without knowing your favorite lipstick color, can we? Mine is pink. Impressive, no?
Rather impressive.
That's what I said. What, pray tell?
I should have exited out of this conversation. I don't like lipstick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Moving on. It's time for our That sounded threatening. Anyway, third cue. What do you think is the biggest reason to wear makeup?
Feel confident.
Yeah, I get that. We all have things we're self-conscious about, and I think makeup helps. It's one of the things I love most about what I do. Helping someone get that boost they need. It's not the lippy and the eyeshadow that makes a person look good, like, truly good. It's how someone carries themselves, you
The
know?
lippy.
Sorry, I spoke a lot. Again, of course I did. I'm an overshare. Need to stop that.
It really is fine. You don't have to keep apologizing for being you.
Barry still looks embarrassed, but a sweet little flush comes over his pale cheeks, and he smiles at you.
Well, darling, that about wraps up the cues. It was going to be a big 20-question thingy, but I just didn't do it, I suppose. Plus, I forgot half the ideas I had for it when I thought about combs for an hour.
No biggie.
Yeah, maybe I'll have a fourth question next time. Maybe.
Okay. Is this going to be the same box?
Hey there! You're back! And you've proven yourself worthy! Even though I seemed ill with foreboding, you still returned! Which means you care.
Sure. Look, if you promise to help me, I think maybe I can handle it.
If I promise to? Is that all that was holding you back? My fellow adventurer, I promise you, if I had a sword, I would swear on it. But I'm gonna have one soon, so I'll swear on the sword I almost have.
Okay.
I will never leave you behind. I will be there with you every step of the way. If you're really in, I have some more things that you need to know. Are
Okay.
you ready?
Damn, you are really ready. Let's do this.
We've got a lot to go over. This is a two-part quest. Most good quests have multiple parts, and this is the best quest, so obviously it has multiple parts. I'm officially inviting you to go with me on the first part, the quest of the secret sword. It will be incredibly dangerous. We will face almost certain death. And worst of all, we'll most likely be unable to avoid a certain very nasty pirate.
Very nasty pirate. Wait, certain?
Oh yeah, for sure. But don't worry. You can die every day, doing all sorts of normal things. You're gonna be fine. If you die, I promise I will be very respectful about keeping your remaining stuff organized.
Okay. Dear God, I think I'll try not to die.
Always the most rational plan. And the most rational plans always involve pirates.
Absolutely. A pirate? Where the hell in my house is there a pirate?
Haha, my dear friend. There are mysteries and wonders untold, and unnumbered fluttering around the edges of your potential this very moment. But the pirate lives in the ship in the bottle on the mantelpiece in your living room. I'm surprised you've never met him. He makes an impression, to say the least. I can tell you a bit about it, and more importantly, how he fits into the quest that we're about to embark on, if you want.
Yeah, I think you better.
Okay then. What you really need to know about Jacques is that he's a pirate.
Captain
He's
John.
tiny.
Okay, yep.
He's very unpleasant, warlike, highly aggressive, touchy, melodramatic, demonstrative. Everything has to have a flourish or a feather or some kind of blood feud drama. He's tried to kill me a couple times. Unsuccessfully, because again, he weighs less than a good solid bout of flatulence. They can make a reality show about him, and he'd be the only one in it because he lives in a freaking bottle. It would still be a good show, actually. Oh, and also, the secret sword that we're about to get is in the hold of his ship.
I think it's so fancy. Wait, so couldn't we just ask him for it?
Yeah, we could, except he's pissed at me now, and I don't think the route of using our words is gonna work. You're gonna ask why he's pissed at me. Well, because the few times he's tried to kill me were when I tried to steal the sword from his ship all by myself. And now he thinks I'm a thief. Though I did just describe it as stealing, didn't I? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm a thief. A thief for a righteous cause, though.
Yeah?
Which means it's okay.
Mm. According to whom?
Me?
Ma,
But
colonizers.
Jacques is still a butt. And we do still need the sword, and I can't tell you exactly why right now, but please trust me. I think if it's the two of us, together, we're gonna have much more luck. He doesn't know you. Maybe you'll make a better first impression than I did. Would be hard not to make a better first impression than I did. Are you still in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Phew. Wonderful. Trust me, this is going to be the adventure of all of our lives.
Alright. I only have 2 left. Alright, so we gotta talk to Dasha. But we're gonna talk to Jacques. Ooh, we're gonna talk to Maggie. Man.
Hello again, suspect. I'm hard at work on my current case. I've been hoping for a breakthrough. Sometimes I get so wrapped up that I start seeing everyone through the lens of a mystery.
Are you really a detective?
I am Maggie M. Glassbury at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've acquired a modest reputation as a result of some of my previous work.
What are a couple of your best-known cases?
Maggie puts her hands on her hips, positively radiating pride.
Why, it was I who solved the mystery of the missing sock.
That was you?
A brief interview with the Stackables and a chat with Dirk was all it took to sort that case out.
Pause. Oh.
The sock was in the depths of Harper's hamper.
Yeah, I haven't touched the hamper. I'm glad someone got to the bottom of it.
I also cracked the caper of the self-generating dust rabbits.
That sounds useful. Actually, no. Really? Where do they come from?
Static electricity. It causes particles to accumulate around pieces of hair.
Huh.
Your hair, to be exact. They form undisturbed, in-dead air pockets. That's why they hang out under the couch.
Oh, we can talk to the dust bunny. My hair, you say?
It matched the evidence, and I ruled out every other possibility. By the power of deductive reasoning, I determined that you were in fact the culprit.
No getting around you, I see.
I pride myself on that.
What mystery are you trying to solve?
Lately, I've been taxing my lens to the utmost on a very interesting case. I'm trying to get to the bottom of a mysterious love letter. It was delivered to Dorian last night.
Tell me more.
At approximately 2 a.m., an unknown suspect dropped off a letter for Dorian. Upon opening it, Dorian discovered that it carried clear romantic intent. That is to say, it was asking him out. It described how his protective yet gentle presence had won over the writer's heart. If interested, he was to write back as soon as possible.
Sounds good so far.
Here's the catch. The letter wasn't signed with a name, just a monogram. Though he might be hesitant to admit it, Dorian was quite taken by the letter. He isn't certain whether he wants to write back until he knows more.
Good luck with your case. I'm sure you'll crack it. Or actually, I'll help you. If you'd be open to it, I'd love to help.
You would?
Yeah, let's get into it.
I've never worked with anyone else before, but I think this could be good for the case.
Why not start by giving me whatever clues you have?
The case is pretty thin, but we've got a couple of clues. First of all, the paper the note was written on was somewhat interesting. Second, although the letter wasn't signed, it did have a single initial on it. Finally, I think Dorian might have a clue for us.
Oh, there's so many clues. Let's start with the paper. What makes it interesting?
I have it here. Semi-transparent and very thin.
Start with M.
It doesn't seem like ordinary paper at all.
Let's taste it.
Taste it? If you say so.
She carefully dabs a corner of the paper against her tongue.
How interesting. It's edible and tastes slightly starchy. What else should we try with the paper?
Dip it in a corner of it in water.
She dips a corner of the paper into a small glass of water.
Look at that. It dissolved. What else should we try with the paper?
Try cutting it with scissors.
She gives the paper a careful test snip.
Cuts just like normal. What else should we try with the paper?
Yes, let's try burning a small piece.
She focuses a magnifying glass on the paper for a few moments, stopping immediately when it begins to smoke and catch fire.
Yikes! It's definitely flammable. Does seem to burn slightly slower than normal paper, though. What else should we try with the paper?
Let's see what other.
What should we look at next?
What initial was written
A
on it?
stylized letter M.
Okay. Someone started writing stopped.
Perhaps. What should we look at next?
Let's have a chat with Dorian.
Hello there, you two.
Good to see you, Dorian. I've enlisted our friend here to help solve the case of the mystery letter.
Splendid idea.
Can you repeat what you said to me earlier? About the smell you noticed?
Right.
Yeah, is it?
Well, when I first opened the letter, I caught the faintest whiff of what I think was truffle.
Seems Daisuke, but
Strange, no?
try other things. Indeed, thanks for your help,
Good luck.
Dorian.
Let me know if you happen to figure out who it was from. I'm not one for love, but I am one for truffles. And friendship.
What should we look at next?
I think I know who sent the letter.
I've narrowed it down to 4 suspects. Penelope, Mitchell Lynn, Matteo Monta, and Freddie Yeti. Who do you think it was?
I like the food. It was Mitchell Lynn food.
Wait a minute. I think you might just be right. The stylized
Right.
letter M is his signature. The smell Dorian noticed makes sense now, and the paper. It's gotta be rice paper.
Yeah.
The smell of truffles came from the gourmand Mitchell Lynn. You did it. You helped me crack the case.
But the least I could do, Maggie.
I'm impressed. Now I'm even more excited for the next time we meet. Let me just go and let Dorian know that his secret admirer has been discovered. Hey, before I go, I was wondering, would you like to have a cup of tea with me sometime? As a date, I mean.
Maggie, I would love nothing more.
Maggie lets out a girlish squeal.
Amazing! Oh, yes. Calm down, Maggie. The human could still be a suspect of any sort. See you again soon, compatriot in crime.
We are going to save.